Catch Your Breath dropped the deluxe edition of their album. Shame on Me.
Mm-hmm.
All dropped as singles except for the last song, but
Yeah,
that's okay. Single world, man. I don't know.
we get it.
Yeah.
We get it. It's just business.
Just business. We talked about their the album in its
Mm-hmm.
entirety when it came out last October.
Mm-hmm.
But so we'll just be chatting about the deluxe tracks. But
Yeah, the corny ones.
at least for me, the full album, the
Mm-hmm.
non-deluxe, I liked it when it came out, but I actually wound up reconnecting with it several months later at the start of this year, and
Huh.
went from liking it to loving it. I spent a lot of time with it at the top of this year, where we were like in between having interviews, and I could actually digest music that I wanted to listen to, instead of
Yeah.
just making sure I'm staying on top of what we need to listen to for this.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent a lot of time with the record, and got a newfound appreciation for it. So I was excited about this deluxe album for that reason, because I wound up spending more time with the record than I honestly thought I would. Have
Mm-hmm.
always liked Catch Your Breath, but just kind of expected to not come back, and I just was naturally pulled back into the record.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, they've got a slow down redial version of Dial Tone,
Yeah.
which, not always the biggest fan of these kinds of versions, but Dial Tone calls for it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I think it's such a cop out. Not in like a bad way. I think it works.
Mhm.
I think it's great. I just
Oh,
I love
it's so
original
low
new.
hanging fruit.
It is, and that's what I'm
Like,
like. That's great.
yeah.
I'm so happy you like it.
It's such low hanging fruit, and I completely see that and understand that and feel the same way.
Hmm.
But I also
Yeah.
feel like if you're gonna go for the low hanging fruit on any song on the record,
Make
it's
it
got to be
good.
that one. It's got to be that
Hmm.
one, because that song is why they're where they are. I mean, that song
Yeah.
completely fucking took off. It was wild to watch,
Yeah.
and to I just feel like it's the kind of song that honestly calls for a stripped back version, to just like strip it back
Hmm.
all the way. um
Hmm.
so I'm okay with it. I'm all right with it. And
Yeah.
then the only new song that we didn't talk about as a single is Good and Goodbye,
Hmm.
which I think is a good song. I like all of the songs that were new for
Hmm.
the deluxe. I think they all could have fit on the album. I can also see why they didn't make it,
Hmm.
but I think they could all fit on the record. Good and Goodbye is no exception. I think it rocks, but my favorite is probably Perfect World,
God damn
because
it.
that's such a we can have the same favorite, Glory.
No, we can't.
It's such a wild collab, and I think that Ryan Oakes adds a fair bit to the song, and is a welcome addition.
Hmm.
So that's my favorite, but I also like Ghost Inside the Shell. I would honestly say Good and Goodbye is like number 3 of the 3 new songs,
Hmm.
but it's also incredibly solid. I like this deluxe. I wish there was more than
Yeah.
just a handful and only one new thing that we haven't heard yet, but
Mm.
I'll take it. On to the next one.
Exactly. Like, come on, guys. Where is it? Yeah, no, I completely agree. Perfect World is incredible, and it was also my favorite because it's like, what the fuck mashup is this? It's just out of fucking left field. I remember when this first arrived on the podcast playlist, and we both were like, what the fuck? Is this real? Did someone get fucking hacked again? Did metalcore get hacked again? Um, but no, it's real and it's incredible. I fucking love Ryan Oakes. I love Catch Your Breath. So seeing the two creators in one is incredible. The dial tone redial, I already said my piece on that. I It works and it's great, but me personally, and you, it's just we both just acoustic versions and free different versions. That entire Water Parks album thing, that attempt at that, it was just like I just think it's low hanging fruit, and it's just like I'm pretty sure everyone would prefer like a new song over this. But because Dial Tone is the one that got them places and is the one that really put them on the map, I understand giving it its flowers, but I'm still going to be a little pissed about it, just like a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Um, Good and Goodbye is great. I love the track. I think it's incredible. I'm glad they saved it for last because apart from the other ones, I do think it is my second favorite. But yeah, honestly, it's a great deluxe. I also wish there was more than three new tracks. Because I'm not counting the redial because because it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's great, and I understand that you guys have to put out singles instead of just dropping it. I understand, and it's fine. That's the music industry now. We move. It's great. It's great.
Hell yeah.
Great, great deluxe. I fuck with it.
Hell yeah.
Heavy.